Ron, back here with another video on Ron Brown's YouTube channel, and where we cover a lot of drone gears. But today's is something you don't often see in my channel. We got a part 2 video coming up. Recently, I did kind of an epic. Sorry, the video got so long, folks. Epic comparison. The Mini 3 Pro, the Mini 2, and even I threw the Autel Nano Plus in there for good measure, since it's the other. Probably, if you wouldn't get one of the other two, that'd be the mini drone you would get. But anyhow, we did a comparison, and in the comparison, I inserted the video, the screen recording video in there, and that varies in quality. I know the Mini 3 is kind of infamous for only being 720p screen recording quality. I'm not sure about the Mini 2 or the Nano, but anyhow, you just saw the screen recordings. So, and I wanted to get that in there because I wanted to show you all the different stuff on the screen I was doing. The stuff would pop up in the apps. I thought that was important as far as showing like kind of range and height and, your photography options. But in this video here, and it's much shorter, folks, you're only going to see the video straight off the memory card. Everything's shot 4K 30, no post-processing, editing of any kind. I tried to keep the settings as close as possible in all three drones. Yeah. So that's it. This is just going to be straight off the memory card. This is much shorter than the other video. You can see how things look, and as much as you try to keep these videos fair, even though I flew all this in a short range of time, some clouds started rolling almost as soon as I got the first drone up. So each drone had a little less, kind of exposure or sun than the other drones did. So the Mini 2 flew in the most exposure. The Mini 3 flew, in a little darker exposure than the Nano Plus at the end, finished with the least amount of sun of the three. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, I probably, it seemed like I didn't even fly these drones 10 minutes apiece, but every time I go out to the field to try to do some sort of comparison, all of a sudden, and this wasn't getting dark or whatever. This is still like maybe 2 hours before the sunset, so it wasn't I was getting dark. It was just, out of nowhere, these phantom clouds just move in and start playing with the the exposure. So yeah, so take that into consideration when you watch these things, and try to gauge the video quality you like the best on these three drones. They all have different sensor sizes and apertures, and I could go on, make this video, another video lasts like an hour, but you could check all those specs out on each drone's website or whatever. I know the Nano and the Mini 3 have much wider apertures than the Mini 2 does, and also the Mini 3 Pro and the Nano have bigger image sensors than the Mini 2 does. The aperture and the image size sensors are similar on the Nano and Mini 2, so you really can't just judge by the specs. So you have to go by the quality, and what you like here. And I don't think the Mini 2 has any sort of a log or decent color profile. You can only shoot in the standard color profile, where the Mini 3 Pro and the Nano have the Nano has like kind of a D-log option or log D-log option, and the Mini 3 has a decent option. So they have options where you can go in and do a lot of editing and post process, like flat color profiles, we'll say, but the Mini 2 doesn't. So there's a lot to like in either the Mini 3 or the Nano, but is it worth the price bump compared to the Mini 2, which sells for I believe $449, one battery controller, or the Mini 3 Pro standard controller, not the one with the screen, standard controller, drone, and one battery, I believe, is like $759, and the Nano drone, one battery, they only have a standard controller, like not $949. I'm giving you all kind of the list prices when they come out. The Nano's I've been out a while now, so you see some deals on that now, but I think the list price was $949. So you got to take the price into account. A lot of people, price is their biggest concern, and so that's very important, because a lot of people, a lot of people bought the Mini 2 because of the price, not necessarily the price, and that was a DJI drone, not necessarily because of the 250 grams. Some people live in the U.S., they don't care anything about 250 grams. They cared about the price. Where the Mini 2 is quite a big price bump up. I mean, the Mini 3 is quite a big price bump up, and the Nano is like double the price. So of the Mini 2. So just keep all that in mind when you're watching the video. So yeah, let's roll that clip. All right, folks. I hope you enjoyed seeing the kind of the raw video off the memory card of these drones. And I'm not going to pick a winner or say which one was the best. I'm going to let you guys. This is just for people on YouTube or anywhere. For you to get an idea of what you expect to see from these drones if you purchase them. You can judge the video quality. I mean, I can say obviously the video quality is better on the Mini 3 and the Nano. I mean, it should be. They're newer drones. They cost more, but how does that compare with with the price? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed, these two videos. And you know what? I'm already going to preview a part three. I noticed when I was watching the first one over again, I forgot to show the different features of the Nano in the app like I did on the Mini 1 and Mini 2. So I guess I'll go back out and film another thing. I don't want to short the Nano here and show its some of its features in the app. So there will be a part three coming. It may not be like tomorrow, or it may not be in the next day or two. I have to go out the field to fill that because I cannot just show it to desktop because the Nanos has a strange, I hate to call it bug feature, what do you want to say? You have to put it in the air to access a lot of its camera features, like the Pro settings. You cannot show everything on the app with the drone on the ground. It has to be in the air. So next nice day, I will get it up in the air, and we will do a quick run through of its Pro settings to kind of complete what I forgot to do in that video. And I say I forgot because I did it for the other two, so it wasn't fair. So anyhow, I'm out of here now. Again, we will we'll see you on the next video. And like this video if you got something out of it. Subscribe to the channel, ring the bell notification, and especially ring the bell so you know when part three comes out, when I show the Nano's camera settings. So with that being said, everybody get out there and fly safe.